popular party leader in the country, Eamon Gilmore.
Thank you very much indeed. Mayor of Mullingar, Councillor Michael Dollard. Deputy Willie Penrose, Chairperson of the Labour Party, Deputy Brian O'Shea, delegates and friends. I'm delighted to welcome you all here to Mullingar this evening for this annual conference of the Labour Party. We have three big items on our agenda this weekend: how we respond to the country's economic crisis, how we prepare for the local and European elections, which are only a few weeks away on June the 5th, and the measures we need to take to reform our own party when we consider the report of the 21st Century Commission here tomorrow afternoon. As we meet, this country is facing its worst crisis since independence. How we respond to it will determine the quality of life and the opportunities of generations of Irish people to come. That is the responsibility none of us assume lightly. When I became leader of this party in October 2007, I made a commitment to lead the renewal of our party, to take Labour beyond its half-party status, and to give the citizens of Ireland a genuine third choice. A choice between the old conservative Civil War politics, still arguing between themselves about history, and a progressive, modern Labour Party looking to shape Ireland's future. The Labour Party has always been a driving force for progress in Irish life, and there is much more to do. More to create a society where universal education means universal opportunity. More to end the cosy relationship between big money and politics. More to turn Ireland around from an economy dependent on property to an economy driven by entrepreneurship, exports and sustainable jobs. But this party, which has done so much to reform Ireland and to renew its progress, must also have the strength and the courage to reform itself, to become a party which represents not just rural or urban Ireland, public sector or private sector, middle class or working class Ireland, workers or employers, but one Ireland, one people and one common goal, to build a fair and prosperous country which we are proud to hand on to our children. I believe that now more than ever, Ireland needs a Labour-led government. A government which believes in solidarity in the good times as well as the hard times. The recommendations of the 21st Century Commission, whose members I thank and whose chairperson Greg Sparks I particularly thank, which will be put to a vote tomorrow, lay the foundations of a Labour Party fit to face the challenges of this generation. Our purpose as public representatives is to change our communities, our society and our country for the better. And the changes contained in this report will help us along that path. And tomorrow I will be asking you to support me in making those changes. Times of crisis test the quality of a democracy. The history of Europe teaches us that when democracy fails, the consequences are terrifying. From its independence, this state has enjoyed one of the longest unbroken periods of democracy in Europe. Indeed, the European Union was forged out of the bloodshed and mayhem that followed a breakdown in democracy on our continent. Its existence, which requires constant hard work, cooperation and compromise, and its success which has brought over 50 years of peace and prosperity, is a daily reminder why Europe's citizens looked at democracy's alternatives and said, never again. For democracy to function, people have to believe in its integrity. They have to believe that their vote and their voice matters. That is why, when it appears that some voices matter more to government than others, confidence in our political system is badly shaken. The culture of the Galway tent, a place frequented by the big developers who in turn were rescued by the taxpayers' bank bailout, undermines this government's credibility when it comes to rooting out corporate sleaze and wrongdoing. Trust is the glue that keeps a democracy from falling apart. This government has been in power for 12 years. They were the ones who got us into this mess, and people simply don't trust them to get us out. And without the trust of its citizens, this government has no mandate. But change does not come just